welcome to the new season of the Bachelor Recap with your guide to love. I'm Darlene.
And I'm Michi.
So we're going to talk about Arie
Luyendyk Jr.
Yes, and how no one knows who he was or who he is.
Irrelevant.
Yes, and he was in season 8 of The Bachelor.
Season 8 of The Bachelor with Emily.
Yes, and he was a loser then, and he maybe now, we just don't know yet.
It's great to see him free-spirited in his comfort zone and feeling very at ease with all these ladies throwing themselves at him.
Yes, because he's the star now.
A race car driver from Holland.
His parents are from Holland.
His parents are from Holland. And really kind of focused on his life and moving forward in finding true love.
Correct. So we go into episode 1.
Yep.
So you thought he was pretty insecure. That was your first impression.
It was my first impression only because I saw season 8. I could see how hurt he was. And I felt like for any guy to put themselves out there, especially on national TV, it kind of shows you exactly where you don't want to go again.
Yeah, but I think that this time, the fact that he has all these girls surrounding him and they're supposed to be impressing him, I just feel like he may be trying to impress them too much. I don't know, but only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
So moving forward, so he was on season 8 with Emily. He got his heart broken, and they kind of show in this episode where he's sitting on the bench with Emily and she says, you're not the one for me. And he kind of understands, but he kind of like huffs and puffs and gets back into the car. And, I thought that was strange. And it's strange that, I thought it was strange that they picked him to be on this season. But hey, it's been 5 years. And one of my biggest concerns was, are they going to show how much more gray hair he has? And they did. I was happy that it shows that he aged a little bit, so it shows that hopefully he's more mature now.
Well, I mean, in hindsight, he wasn't the one chosen. So I don't know if it was a maturity factor. We don't really know what went wrong with him and Emily.
True.
We're not 100% sure. But I don't know, maybe they've run out of candidates. Who knows? And they are digging from the barrel to say, why not Arie?
Or maybe he
reached out to them.
Yeah, maybe he reached out to them. Maybe the fans really liked him when season 8 aired, and he was, I don't know.
He was a special request. Yeah, we want Arie back.
Yeah,
we want Arie. I mean, who knows?
So he's back. He's back. He has 23 girls vying for him, and let's talk about who stood out as the episode progressed.
Let's talk about lasting impressions. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
So I personally enjoyed a couple moments. There were some girls that made some real lasting impressions. So let's go with our girl, Becca. Okay.
Becca, which one?
You roll up in a Mustang.
Becca M.
Becca M.
With no age.
With no
the only girl that has no age disclosed after her name.
After her name. And it's funny because it's almost as if they were okay that you didn't disclose it.
Yeah.
It's not a part of their qualifications. It's okay to have a name with no age. And then we start to see later on in the season that it plays a factor.
Yes, it does.
I mean, how old are you, lady? Are you even 21?
Uh-huh.
So
we don't know yet.
The questions come out, and you can tell that these women are starting to get angst because of the age. And she looks young as it is.
Like Punky Brewster. She looks like Punky Brewster with short hair.
But he loves her energy. I kind of enjoy her energy. She's young, she's beautiful, she's fresh.
I would want her as a nanny.
Yeah, I would want her.
I don't know about a wife of a 37-year-old, but a nanny, sure.
Either way, the difference is he finds something in her that is rejuvenating and refreshing. And he loves the chemistry between her and him every time they see each other.
And the fact that she rolled up in a 65 Mustang and
enough
showed that she's young, but she could appreciate older things. That was pretty good of her. Like
Very
that,
good.
yeah.
Very good.
I was like, you nailed it pretty much with that.
Exactly.
Okay, who else?
So I also liked Annalise.
Okay.
Annalise came in with really a disguise.
Mm-hmm.
She was like Batwoman of the night.
Yeah, I like that.
No one knew what she was. She was very mysterious and really made a great first impression because I couldn't tell whether she was going to be attractive. I mean, I didn't know what was going to be behind that mask. And to wear it for so many hours, I don't know if I feel comfortable wearing it that long.
But it kept him intrigued. Men like a mystery.
Men love waiting. Mm-hmm. And they love to kind of open up that gift. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but they're willing to know.
Okay. How about Crystal?
Crystal.
Or do we not want to get to her yet?
Crystal, if Crystal didn't have such a unique voice, I think she would make a different impression on me.
Well, okay, so for me, as soon as she got out of the limo, she struck me as a little batshit.
Okay.
Because she opens the door, she stands there, she just smiles. Like, and I thought, okay, well, that's a little different.
Right.
And it just struck me as odd. I don't know, like, instead of just, like, running and walking towards you, like, shaking your hand, like a normal person.
Right.
She just stood there and smiled. And to me, that, like, smiled like a crazy kind of like,
She has a very whispering voice. And the one thing I will say about Crystal that I do like is her story. She came from a very challenging upbringing. And I think for the most part, a lot of people would come out maybe slightly different had they have experienced what she's been through.
True. And she has, I haven't checked it out or anything like that, but she does videos for fitness. And she does have an amazing body, So, I mean, granted, that was my first impression, so we'll see what happens, but...
First impressions are lasting impressions, because if you are crazy now, you're going to be crazy later.
Probably so, yes. Okay, how about Chelsea?
Chelsea. I'm not a fan of Chelsea. I don't know what it is. I think she is catty.
Okay.
I think she doesn't show maturity amongst the other women. She really played a role that I wasn't a fan of, as far as I'm out here to find love because I have a child, so I need to do this, and this.
Yeah.
And all of you guys don't really matter to me because I'm a mother, and as a mother, I play more of an important role.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know, like, why would people even do that?
It's kind of like when everyone is on time for a meeting except for the one mother who blames it on her child.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. It's too much. We're in a very working and busy world these days where that is not an excuse. No, and a lot of people sacrifice some very important things. A lot of these women had great roles, great careers, and they're all sacrificing to find true love. And she kind of plays that mommy card, which, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful to be a mother, but play that mommy card with the importance, knowing I'm mature enough to let all these other women have an opportunity.
Don't let it be a crutch.
Don't let it be a crutch. Exactly. Well said. Don't let it be a crutch. Let it be something that shows beauty in you and shows something that you want to show success to even your child.
Yeah.
And I know that Arie liked her.
Yeah. Well, I think she did make a good first impression.
Well, he likes that kind of smoldery, I'm so into you, I'm diehard. I could, drive my Mustang past you and race till the end of the cliff because I love you.
But I can see where you say that he struck you as a little bit insecure, because he liked the fact that she was so aggressive towards him.
That's the thing. Yeah. And most men that are insecure, they like that.
Yeah.
And maybe it's true. I'm not a fan of insecure men. Some women might like that because they feel I want to do everything for my man. I want to act this type of way.
Yeah.
I like a little bit more of a confident man that comes out and shows me that side of him right away.
Yeah, I agree.
And with her, she came off catty even with the other woman. She approached him multiple times. She was very aggressive.
Yeah.
Super aggressivo. And you already had that impression on him.
Yeah.
And I think she kind of knew it.
Yeah.
And she kissed him.
She did know it, yeah.
Like, a lot was going on a first encounter, but she also got a first impression rose.
Okay.
So, hand it to you.
Brittany. I really like
Brittany.
Brittany.
I like Brittany a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very gorgeous woman, obviously full-figured, and I like how she brought out the hot Power Wheels.
Yeah.
And said, let's go race.
Yeah.
Very creative, brought him in his element.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she wasn't going to bring out the Indy 500 race, that they normally have going on, but she brought something that would be funny and would bring his attention to her. And she did a really good job.
How about, I forgot her name, but the girl that was like, smell my pits or something like that.
And Mrs. Make a Pit Stop.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, but I don't even know if she made it. God, it's gonna be so sad if she did. But it was cute. But I'm like, whoa.
But she made an impression on me.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lasting one. But,
yeah. I think she did make it.
Did she? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
No, she did. Yeah, you're right. She did. Also, the taxidermist made it. She was funny.
Taxidermy is pretty funny.
Yeah, I can't wait to know her a little bit.
She's
more.
very intriguing to me.
Mm-hmm. Who else made a good impression?
Mikhail.
Uh-huh.
Remember Mikhail?
Yeah.
Mikhail comes out in this amazing race car.
Yeah.
And cool. Takes off the helmet like a true diva.
Yeah.
She's like the last woman to arrive and shows him, you want to land some form of love? Well, I got it for you.
Yeah, and I mean, the 65 Mustang was doing a lot, and that was great. But the race car, that's his element.
Right, exactly.
So it was like catering more to him, I would say.
And it's well thought out. Well thought out. Totally very good job. And it was interesting because she got a rose so late.
Yeah.
That I almost didn't think she was going to make it. And she literally had a breath of, whew, thank you for the rose.
Yep.
I almost didn't think I was going to make it.
So those are the ones, to me, that stood out the most.
I agree. Those are the ones that stood out the most.
And then as we... Go ahead.
I also liked the Jenny girl. Well, I didn't like her, but I liked watching her because she was very immature and young.
Okay, yeah.
And come to find out that she is an interesting character, but you see that through her immaturity.
Yeah, true. Very true. And then as the night progresses, he ends up giving... Everyone thinks they're going to get it. Brittany thought she was going to get it because she kissed him.
Well, you know who we both like together. Bibiana.
Yeah.
Bibiana is a Latina, fiery spice of jalapenos.
Mm-hmm.
And really...
I can't wait to see what she brings
oh,
in the
man.
next episode.
She is going to bring some fire. You can already tell the way she talks about him.
Mm-hmm.
So passionate. But she doesn't know a lot about him. And I admire her for that, for really being candid and telling her, telling the world, I don't know him.
Yeah, but I want to get to know him to see if it goes somewhere.
Get to know him.
But she's in it for the right reasons as well. You know? Okay, and then the night progresses, and they are all looking at the rose and trying to get time with him because they want that first impression rose. That's the first rose given in the series. And who gets it? Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea.
Aggressive Chelsea. But now the girls should know what Arie likes.
What Arie likes, why he likes it, and I think come to find out that these girls start to become more aggressive just as is. But you know what? It's a game.
It is a game.
It's not called Come to Me. Yeah. The show is called The Bachelor. You need to go to him.
And after how many seasons? We've learned our lesson.
We've already learned our lesson.
Yeah, some of these girls have been watching since they were 12 years old at 23 or, you know? So
exactly.
They know what to do. They've been taking notes.
Right.
Okay, so Chelsea gets the rose, and
everyone kind of looks at her like, this girl, because she also was so aggressive.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
that she rudely interrupted a couple times. The first girl to come out and say, Arie, can I talk to you?
Yes.
So it already came across like, what were you guys gonna do? Have a cocktail and sit by the fire? No,
Yeah.
make a move.
Yeah, correct.
I probably would have done the same thing, but I don't know if I would have gone back again.
No, that was, like you said, aggressivo.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the rose ceremony happens. Obviously, Chelsea's safe. And it dwindles down to 23 girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going into episode 2, 23 girls. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. So this is your Guide to Love recap of The Bachelor with Darlene
and Michi.
Bye.